I am live, just in time for the Addams Family music to kick in. Well, Fester's Quest, but it was the Addams Family theme song. It says five viewers. Sorry I'm playing all the same music from the Abadox streams. I haven't added anything to it yet, but at least it's been a while. I did add some Shatterhand music, so that'll probably pop in right at the very end. Another Cybercat art stream. Nice. It's been a long time since the Shiba stream. Oh, that was the last one, wasn't it? I can't wait to see how this one will turn out. Hashtag Rabbit on Fire. Hi, Special Iron. Once we get a few more people in here, I'll explain what I'm doing with this. Oh, hi, Siggy Gremlin. Yeah, it has been a while. God damn it. I got gnats in here again. I did remember to turn my light off back there. Yeah, I did. You know, I've been trying to remember at what point did I start ending my opening post with "Good evening, Dina," or at least when I started making it a thing. Yeah, good question. I don't remember. I don't know exactly how long you've been doing that. Do. Let me look at something really quick. I've put in an order for groceries at Walmart, and it's supposed to get here like shortly after the stream ends, so I might be occasionally looking for updates on that, but not too much. They usually alert me whenever something's going on that I need to know, like if there's a substitution or anything, but so we've only got 2 people in the chat, I guess. I was worried I was going to be late for this one. I just got back from work about half an hour ago. If I had missed the bus, I would have had to wait at least half an hour longer. Oh yeah, that's the thing that sucks about taking the bus. You can't ever be just a few minutes late for anything. You're either on time or like 30 minutes late. So what is this guy called? I remember you saying he's the main villain. Yeah, this guy's name is Falcor. It's actually up here, but I don't know how readable that is. Oh, hi, Lint. Okay, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and get started here. I don't want to wait too long. I just want to show you guys what all I did. So this is what I drew. Actually, there's... oh, I thought I had something open over here. Maybe it was on a different window. Hang on a second. I'm opening my Deviantart page because I wanted to show you guys wanted to show you guys the original drawing I did of this guy. Oh, gallery. Cybercats. I know you can't see what I'm doing. That's fine. I just want to find a good shot of this guy. There we go. I'll just copy the image and temporarily open it in Photoshop. This is a drawing I did of this guy like 9 years ago. Am I reading that right? My math is bad. And my plan was to draw him without clothes and then just kind of add the clothes later as like a paper doll kind of, and it didn't work out. And looking back, I don't like the proportions on him anyway. I don't like how his his body is this lower torso is almost like tube shaped, and it's too like straight up and down. Like he's supposed to look robotic, but still I didn't like how it looked. Part of it is because he has such a long torso. It's kind of hard to make it, you know, shapely. You'll pop in if I'm around when you get home. Okay, cool. I mean, I plan to stream for about 2 hours, so... By the way, I think more than 3 people got that infested Grigori joke. Yeah, it looked like it. But then more people know about this game now thanks to your stream. Yeah, I also put hashtag Panzer Dragoon on it to maybe catch the... See if maybe people outside of my followers could see it. Dina graphic novel when? I'm actually hoping to at least do the first issue of Cybercats and put it online somewhere. Who knows if it'll get past that point, but if I at least do that much, at least I can say I got something done and published in a sense. And you just make out the name. I bet he isn't lucky to have around. Abdomen? I guess you'd call that the abdomen. I didn't necessarily... I always imagine the abdomen refers to the front, but I just meant his general shape. Hi, Jackie. Okay, more people are showing up. That's cool. But anyway, and yeah. So I've been meaning... I decided to just, like, redraw him. Start over. I love comics. Keep us posted. I will. Thank you. I guess that's all I have to say about this old one. He needed to be redrawn, so I did that. And here's what I initially redrew. I had a brain fart and forgot to put on his headdress he normally wears. I basically got as far as completely finishing inking the head, and then I was like, oh right, I should have drawn the headdress on him. Or, no, I had just finished inking the head when it occurred to me, oh, right, I should just draw the damn clothes on him. So, he's wearing everything except his headdress. But I went back and drew the headdress separately and just, bink, just added it with Photoshop. I love being able to do that. And another thing I did was I took these wings because, even though I don't love how this turned out in general, the wings and tail feathers look fine, so I just re-scanned that because unfortunately I don't have a high res on this on my computer anymore. And I just fucking bink added them in Photoshop because fuck, I was not going to redraw these wings. I mean, once I'm drawing him, in the comic, I'll have to draw the wings, but just for the purpose of this like character sheet, I didn't want to have to redraw them. Also, funny thing about these wings, I have the original right here. I fucked up drawing this. Let's see. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. Hang on, there we go. So, let's see, where is it? It's over here. I messed up on the inking. I don't know how well you can see that. I messed up on the inking, so I actually had to put... Don't remember what the error was that I made, but I actually had to put... white out over this entire area, and I don't know how well you can see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see it. It looks fucking terrible in person. I used so much white out, it never dried properly, and it stayed sticky, and like I put another piece of paper on it at some point and it would stick to it, and so I had to fix all that in Photoshop. I'll throw that over. Oh, I don't want to face down on the floor. So I did that when I did the original drawing of him, so I had to do it again when I did this one. So there we go. Anyway, here's how the whole thing looks now. Now that he's got his wings and headdress on. So let me go back and look at the... oh, I forgot to pop out the chat. Let me do that really quick. I haven't done one of these streams in a while. I kind of forgot how to do everything. Oh, that's in the way of Winamp. Or rather, Winamp is in the way. Oh, I'll move Winamp over here. That's right, okay. It's all starting to come back to me now. Excuse me. Oops. Let me... Come on, damn it. Stop being a bitch. There we go. That didn't really give me much more room. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I guess what I'll do... I'm sorry, you guys. I think the chat's just going to overlap the drawing a little bit. Not the whole time. It's just a little easier to read if it's not so. Here's what I'll do. I'll have it be like that. I know it's not going to look really pretty, but it's only going to be blocking when I'm, you know, reading the chat. When I'm taking breaks and stuff to read the chat. Who's the bird? This is Falcor. He's like the main bad guy in my Cybercats comic book idea. That's a very striking loincloth he has on. I hope he doesn't have a Marilyn Monroe moment. Oh, God. Oh, hi, Dark Mordor. Oh, hi, Ashtray. Oh, people are starting to come in now. Great. I think there's more viewers here than when I've been playing Panzer Dragoon Saga recently. Can't afford internet anymore, and I'm just at a friend's house. Oh, okay. That's a bummer. Sketching and inking are fun for me. Coloring and toning is where I struggle. That's the nice thing about Photoshop. You don't have to worry about messing up the original coloring in Photoshop, rather. My new house? No, this is where I've been for the last couple of years. We are going to move, I hope, in about a month or so, but we haven't found a place yet, but the idea is to move as soon as we can. No new house yet. We were hoping to look at apartments today, but that didn't work out, but Lee did call some places and arranged for, like, some days when we can go next week, like Wednesday-ish, so I hope to look at some soon. Since this guy appears to be unarmed, I think I can already guess you aren't going to do a version of him playing Beat Saber. No, he doesn't need to be armed. He's that kind of character that can shoot like power beams or whatever from his hands. He has like psychic powers and stuff. Does he have a couple of incompetent henchmen? No. As a result, does he keep saying, do I have to do everything myself? He does have one guy who is sort of a flunky. I've drawn him before. Let me see if I can bring up an image of him really quick. Zara, there he is. I never actually put this guy up on Deviantart, but I did. Yeah, I've half-jokingly referred to him as Falcor's flunky before. But yeah, I never did put this up on DeviantArt, but I think I colored this in a stream, but it was a while back. I didn't put my signature or date on it, so I don't know how long ago. I guess I could look at the file. Oh, I actually already had that open. I opened a second one. Let me see how long ago I did this one out of curiosity. March 4th, 2021. So, actually just a hair over a year ago. Anyway, that's enough of Zared. Glowy fist like M. Bison. Yeah, kinda. Iconic trench coat, yeah. My friend actually designed, or a friend of mine actually designed that character. Oh, let me show you what else I did, just to kind of get ready for this stream. I went ahead and, like, laid down all the basic colors, so I don't have to do that during the stream. Because that's kind of tedious, and... I guess I will start with the wings. Let me bring up my old drawing of him so I could see how I handled him there, since I'm using the same wings anyway. This is not working. I can only see the chat when it's... So I'm gonna have to push it all the way over here, and it's gonna be weird, but whatever. Reminds me of one of Reba's old avatars. Oh, yeah. I think I remember. Yeah, his name was Zared. So anyway... Yeah, you can't see that because it's white, but I did lay down a basic color there. And so I tend to start with the lightest colors and I go... Actually, that's not true. I normally start with the middle color, but with white, I always start with white. I usually start with the middle color and then I add shadows and highlights, but might be a good idea if I switch to the pen. What's going on? Oh, I had the wrong... Let me make sure I didn't mess up there. Okay. Had the wrong layer selected. I hate when that happens. There we are. I think that's a little too much gray there. His wings are based on a peregrine falcon, by the way. Oh yeah, and here's a not so fun fact about when I did that original drawing. I was looking at a reference material. I have a book on birds. It's in storage right now, but I had a book on birds that I was using for reference, and there's a great bit in that book where they show the wings kind of laid out. I can't remember if it's a photograph or a drawing, but they show the wings laid out. So you can just, see all the detail on the wings, how the feathers go, and how the markings are and all that. And I had it open to that page, and I was drawing these feathers, and I don't remember how far I got before I realized I was looking at the backs of the wings. So the feathers were all wrong, so I had to erase everything and start over. It was awful. This drawing, the original drawing, was so fucking cursed. And then there's that whole whiteout mishap that I talked about. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job fixing that Photoshop. You can't even see it. Can't even see where it was messed up. I'm gonna start with the upper part of the wings where I'm just shading just the basic shape. I'm gonna get to a point where I have to shade individual feathers, and that's not gonna be fun. I don't need that to be completely shaded. I figure these wings are kind of in the back, so they'd have a lot of shadow on them. Figured his body would be casting a shadow on his wings. Can't forget the tail feathers. Those would probably be almost completely gray. Only on the sides, I think, would you really see much white on them. Do 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 do. Okay. Next color. You get caught up on the chat really quick. Now I already want Zara to do a heel face turn and join the good Cybercats 3/4 of the way through. No, if anything, he might take over. And that was something that I talked about with the original writer I had. I can see the peregrine falcon inspiration. I wonder if it was a bird of prey you went for. Yeah. Oh no, not the reverse wings. That sucks about realizing you had the page for the wings wrong. Ouch, I felt that in my soul. Yeah. I now have an image of how a bird's wings would work if they were reversed. It's a very bizarre image. Yeah, it would be weird. Their wings would basically be going like this. Probably a cruel parallel universe where they have to fly like that. Your use of the gray reminds me of when you did the nerve center art for Abadox. Oh yeah! I will get back to Abadox at some point. I just kind of burned myself out at the moment. Do 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 do. So he's more of a Starscream. Yeah, kinda. Oh, thank you, Sod. Did you ever get around to texturing Lieutenant Nuzzle? Nope. I was kind of done for a while when I finished his face. Or the head, yeah. Yeah, I was all set to do that next, and I was like, I need a break from this. I like the design of the sash that holds up the loincloth. Thank you. Yeah, my oldest design of him, I just had like a generic belt. It was right at the waist too, and it was the generic belt with like a little buckle, and I'm like, that's boring as shit. Also, it doesn't make sense. Because the sash has like a split on each side, so it makes sense that it would tie on the side. Or, you know, fasten on the side in whatever way. Do 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 do. That's not really that much darker. Well, whatever. Do 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 do. I don't know if I want to go any darker than that, actually. I've got a darker gray I can use, but maybe I'll save that for the... I don't know. We'll see, though. I might change my mind. Oh god, here come the spam bots. That hasn't happened in a while. Let me deal with that really quick. Holy crap. Oh, I see. Okay, it should be deleted on your guys' end. I forgot that after I get rid of the messages, they stay up and says view deleted by Cyborcat. I only just realized he has tail feathers as well. I at first thought that was part of his outfit. Yeah, it's a little... At first it's probably a little hard to tell what's him and what's his outfit. It used to be even more confusing. Yeah, hopefully I've taken care of the bot now. To the Shadow Realm with them. Yeah, they do always turn up during art streams. That's weird. He used to also have a thing, like in my older drawings of him, he had a thing where like he had hair or fur or something that would just kind of, it was like a collar. And I think, I'm not honestly even sure if I had decided if it was part of him or not. And at some point I decided to change it to more obvious, like, essentially chest hair, but it's feathers. Okay, I am not looking forward to this next part. This might take the rest of the stream. Maybe I should have done the wings already. Yeah, I should have done the wings ahead of time. Okay, well, let's see. What's the best way to do this? Should I use the mouse for this? I think I might. I'll start with the bigger feathers, because that'll be easier to deal with. And I think I want to use a darker... Let me just see how that looks. Oh, well, that's... I need a hard-edged. I want to keep these feathers flat looking, so for this part... Is that too dark? That looks about like the color I used originally. We'll just see how this looks. There we go. I don't know that I want it quite that hard-edged. Or do I? It's hard to tell what I did on the original. I have the original over here on my other screen. I'm just... You guys just can't see it. That's too dark of a color for one thing, so let me start over here. Hopefully this will go a little bit faster once I figure out what I want to do. Start with the slightly lighter color. I don't think I want to go with the lightest color. I think that works. Not like I'm going for stark realism here. Oh yeah, I gotta remember that you can't see it because it's all black and it blends together, but there's this feather comes along here, so that's... Need a little bit of shadow there. Okay. Yeah, as long as I keep that pretty narrow, I think it'll work. Let me zoom out and see. Yeah. That's actually quite subtle, which is good. Okay, that's working. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Whoops, I had the white selected. You can see them, but it has message deleted. Okay, for some reason it's been a while. I was thinking that it completely deleted the messages, but... like it erased all traces of them, but apparently it doesn't. I was wondering if that chest effect was part of his costume or just part of him. Yep. I wonder if he's got a polar bear type thing going on regarding his hair. Polar bears have black skin and transparent fur, apparently. Oh yeah, I've heard that. It's like their fur is actually transparent, and it's just like the light reflecting off of it that makes it look white. I don't think I've heard they have black skin though, but I'll take your word on that. I'm not going to argue because I don't know, but I don't think I've heard that, but I've heard about the fur. Oh, you've got Thunderstorm Special Iron. Hopefully it doesn't wipe out your power or anything. I knew that rain was predicted for tonight, but I wasn't expecting thunder and lightning. Yeah, that's what I hate about where I live. I never get any kind of storms, hardly. I think I can count on one hand how many times it was raining during a stream. In fact, I can only think of one instance of that. There's probably more than one, but at least where, whoops, these are getting a little closer together, aren't they? Okay, let me back up here. Got too big of a brush. I wondered if that brush was bigger than it needed to be. How about that? Will that one work? I think it will. Oops, Still too big. Excuse me. Okay. Do I have any weight loss tips? I noticed my weight went up to an alarming 241 and I'm starting to panic. I'm 4'11". Yeah, I know the feeling. That was me, like early last year. Not that weight, but yeah, my weight jumped up early last year and it at kind of an alarming rate, so I know where you're coming from. What worked for me really well in the beginning, not so much anymore, was look up, if you're not familiar with it, look up the Paleo Diet. It sounds like a fad diet, but it really isn't. It's just kind of like, it's essentially just kind of a back to basics and like more natural way of eating, where you just try not to eat anything that has any like added chemicals or stuff like that, and definitely stay away from sugar. Sugar is what will really get you. Fat is actually okay. Fat is unfairly demonized. Yeah, you basically want to focus on fat and protein, mostly fat, and stay away from sugar as much as you can. Sadly, I have trouble. I don't know that it doesn't work for me anymore, or that it's just harder to stay on it, but I haven't had so much luck with that recently. But in the beginning, when I first tried it, the weight loss was just effortless. But yeah, in general, look up, if nothing else, look up keto. You don't necessarily have to go that low carb, but I think keto is generally probably a good way. So yeah, basically, at the end of the day, stay away from sugar, and try to eat like as natural as you can. If you can afford it. I'm definitely not doing that now because I'm having to eat cheap, unhealthy food, but yeah, best of luck too. Weight loss is... Losing weight is a pain. I found not eating past 7 p.m. helped me with weight loss. That can help. Yeah, stuff like that. If you tend to snack at night, making a rule that you don't eat past a certain time can help. Sometimes that's one of the charms of living on the coast. You can see the lightning storms out at sea. Oh, that sounds pretty. Yeah, once like every 3 years we'll see lightning out here on the coast. I tend to watch movies after 7 p.m. and eat during those movies. Yeah, I kind of do that too. At least on the weekends. Give him a stripper bow tie. Oh god. It wouldn't be too out of character either. He's a bit of a ladies' man. The video I saw about polar bears had footage of polar bears being shaved. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I didn't know about the black skin, but that's interesting. It's pretty quiet. It seems to be just passing by. I only realized because I noticed the flash through the window and I had to remove my headphones to actually hear it. Ah. I doubt there are people going around shaving bears for the thrill of it. Yeah, I would hope not. That'd be pretty horrible. Considering where they have to live and everything. That reminds me of a commercial that Matthew Buck was talking about on Twitter about a woman who goes to bed with a polar bear because she's turned on by climate change talk. I think I missed that. That sounds funny. What? It's a perfectly normal activity. It is. That just sounded funny. I liked Matthew's wording. It's about a woman who is trying to bonk a polar bear because climate change. Oh, hi, Flash. Yeah, you haven't been around in a while. Streams are happening at 2:30 a.m. here in the UK. Yeah, you can only make the Saturday ones. I think I remember that. Things are only bad for you if you eat too much of it in moderation. It won't hurt you too much. Depends on what you're talking about. Have you seen the canned salmon ad that has what looks like a man attacking a wild bear for a salmon? I've not seen that. It sounds ridiculous. My weakness is chocolate. It's too Moorish. Yeah, I know. Same here. Before I got really poor, I was buying sugar-free. I found some sugar-free chocolate that's really good, and I was having a little bit of that every day. But I have to give it up because it's a little pricey. Talking about watching movies, I've ordered the first 2 seasons of Quantum Leap on DVD. Haven't seen that show in years. Used to love it. I've only ever seen a couple episodes, but it looks interesting. I don't know why I never watched it at the time. It's not until the bear switches to a boxing stance that it becomes apparent that it's a person in a bear suit. The Queen's Jubilee concert? I don't know what that is. Keeps getting in his ads while watching YouTube. It seems to have passed me by. Ah, yeah, same. By the way, if anyone would like to help me out with rent, I've got a link to my donation page. You don't have to, of course. But it's there if you're interested. So let's see what's next here. As I said, we are looking for a place to move to, so it's not gonna be forever. What? Oh, I kept hitting the wrong button there. Let me do that bit over again. Shift. I keep hitting... I'm trying to draw straight lines here, and the way you do that is you hold shift and then you can just click to where you want the line to go. It's really, really convenient. Am I doing this right? More or less. It doesn't have to look exactly like the original. That was kind of the whole point of redoing it, was so that it wouldn't look like the original. Now for this one. I don't want to get caught up in the chat too much because I already have a lot of work ahead of me with this drawing. Right. Got confused about what I was trying to do there. Like I said, these feathers kind of blend together a little bit because all the detail in the black areas gets lost, which is the look I was going for, but it can make it a bit of a pain to color because you can get confused about, wait, which feather is this that I'm coloring? Oh, okay. Ah, here comes Alien Crush. I feel like I could add just a little bit to the shading on these larger feathers. They can be spaced out a little bit more. Oops, that didn't turn out right. I was thinking this was going to be a quick one. Maybe I'd finish it by the end of this stream, but take these feathers into account. Because sometimes once I get those base colors down, that's the really tedious part. The rest is kind of fast, but this one involves feathers. Lots and lots of individual large feathers that I have to shade separately. My light source is probably all over the place with this, but oh well, I gotta keep it simple. Oh. Oh, thank you, Special Iron. Oh, fuck it. Here's £5. Put it towards Flick Knife Dude's burial for me. Flick Knife Dude's #1 fan. Possibly his only fan. What should I do? Okay, I guess I should, switch to the darker color. For some of these feathers that are closer to him and have more shading on them. Oh, you can't even see there. There we go. You can't even see that. I need to go even darker, I guess. Makes sense. And that's, yep, there too. That works. Yep, I need to go to the darkest. Excuse me. Alright, that goes on for too long. These alien crushed tracks. I don't know why they loop so many times. Tune that's only supposed to go for 30 seconds, they loop it for 5 minutes. I think actually I want to, that's number 18, I'll try to remember that. Just go ahead and make that darker. And that area's done. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now I had that on 18. Whoops. I should probably check the chat fairly soon. I will try to do that. Whoops, I put that shading in the wrong spot. I doubt that's anything anyone would notice but me, but yeah, it's supposed to go there. Yeah, let me go ahead and finish up here. Just finish up this area and be done with it. Actually, it looks like these feathers overlap in a weird way. So maybe they're not as consistent as I thought. I suppose maybe I should be doing this with the brush instead of the mouse, but God, feathers are a pain in the butt. Obviously, they aren't always going to have this much detail, but again, since this is like a character sheet that's showing, you know, how he looks with all the possible details on it, kind of have to be, well, very detailed. It's got to be very detailed and perfect. Oh, I forgot something. That was 18. Forgot to do the shading under these feathers. And these, actually. There we go. All right, that area's done too. Jeez, that was a pain in the butt. Okay. Damn, I got way behind. I guess that shouldn't be too surprising. I was doing a lot of... I guess I gotta finish up the tail feathers too, because those will be easy to do. I'll do that next. Alison Pregler's been tweeting about the show, and it has recently re-piqued my interest. Oh yeah, she's always talking about Quantum Leap. Queen Elizabeth II has been on the throne for 70 years. There's a big celebration concert with multiple famous singers and bands, and my dad's been watching it. Oh, that, okay. I think I did hear something about that. And it's being rebooted this September. It won't be the same without the wonderful late Dean Stockwell, though. I wonder if Scott Bakula will still be in it. Good question. D-Nations. I wish I could. I've taken some time off work for the past few months, alas. Yeah, that's okay, Ashtray. I think you were the one that were saying that you were staying at a friend's house. So, that's fine. I understand. We've had a 2-day bank holiday for it. I've had to work both days, but I'm getting double pay. That must be nice. When I got a day off, I didn't get paid for it. When I got Memorial Day off. PS 5 inches closer. Oh, and they had a segment of the Queen herself having tea and marmalade sandwiches with Paddington Bear. That's cute. She apparently always has spare marmalade sandwiches in her handbag. Do you still upload to your DeviantArt? I do, yeah. I don't do artwork very often, but I try to upload stuff. That drawing I showed of Zared earlier, I never got around to putting it on DeviantArt for some reason, but... Yes, I do still upload when I have something to upload. Many years ago, I used to draw a character that was an angel. Quickly decided to give her wings with white feathers just so they could be drawn as a single white mass. Yeah. I fully regret making him a peregrine falcon, because they've got... Each feather has these damn little stripes on it. And from a background, I could probably just have, like, you know, zigzags going across or something, but like I said, for this drawing, I couldn't take any shortcuts. Hashtag flick knife dude for president. How do you know it's not Marmite? Special Iron is very British, in fact. As far as I know, Paddington only eats marmalade sandwiches, but there could be Marmite ones in there as well. A lot of Dina's viewers are British thanks to her Red Dwarf vlogs. Yeah, that's true. Probably a lot of my British fans I have Red Dwarf to thank for that. It's nice when British people actually like my Red Dwarf videos and don't try to gatekeep it from me. Back in my younger years, I was obsessed with British culture to the point I can tell where someone is from based on their accent. That's cool. I had a friend who was a bit of a, what's the term, Anglophile. I had a friend who was a bit of an Anglophile. I never really got into it myself, though. I live in British Columbia. We don't have many Brits or Colombians here, though. Come to Britain, Ashtray. There are millions of the Gits here. Oh, hi, Hershey. I was just talking about you and your dogs in my last stream. Oh, you're watching from Bangladesh. That's interesting. God, I'm so far behind. Holy crap. There we go. Sadly, I am a Yank myself. That's the least patriotic thing I've ever seen an American say. Drawing a buff angel? Minotaur? I'm not sure where you get Minotaur from, but... he's not an angel, he just has wings because he's part bird. Is it Buffy or is it Angel? God damn it. The enemy of the Cybercat is Hershey? What? If feathers are a pain in the butt, you need to rearrange them. Oh, I see what you mean. Are his muscles real or part of his armor? Kind of both. He has metallic skin. God, feathers are a pain in the butt. On the upside, I doubt the butt feathers will be much of a pain to shade. I'm doing pretty good, Hershey. How are you? I can already see the shadows forming under the limbs and torso, yeah. I'm very glad to be done with at least some of these feathers. I'm just drawing them. How do you think birds feel? Someone accidentally locked Massey in my bedroom last night. Oh. Considering how easy a job it is, even when it is busy, I'm particularly chuffed that I'm getting paid double. That's awesome. Yeah, I knew you meant locked. Oh, I'm finally almost caught up. Thank you, Flash. The talk about angels reminded me about people posting on Twitter about what angels really look like. They look scary, I know. They're pretty cool. I remember when I was in art class, my teacher, who I hated, said my drawing of Batman was bad and I would never make it in the art career. What the fuck? No teacher should ever say anything about that. Anything like that. What does gatekeeping mean? It's like, you're a fan of something and someone else is a fan, but you don't like the type of fan they are, or you don't think they're a real fan because because you think they don't get the thing. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well. In the case of Red Dwarf, they think I don't get it because I'm an American and I'm not British, even though the show isn't really that British. They basically think an American shouldn't be making videos about Red Dwarf because Americans have no way of understanding it properly. I don't exactly consider myself British. I don't watch football, spend every other day down the pub, or eat Indian food, at least not much. Well, that's fair. I was thinking more of just how you speak. The wording you use sounds very British to me. Thank you, Hershey. he part of the Cybercats universe? Yes, he is. I feel like I've missed out on the deeper Cybercat lore. Oh, there's a lot of it. I basically came up with the idea when I was like 10 or 11. So every once in a while I bring it back and tweak it some more. Shadows already lend an impression of depth. Thank you. Odie's been acting his age today. He's an old man now. Oh shit, there's more. Another bot. Hang on a second. Excuse me. Okay, saying message is deleted now. God damn it. These fucking bots are all over the place. Oh, I forgot that they tend to really come out of the woodwork when I do art streams for some reason. I should have had Lee help me out here, but I didn't think to suggest it. Anyway, Odie's been acting his age today. He's an old man now. Still, he's young enough to bark at everything, and he still has a bottomless stomach. Yeah, I know. It's rough when you can tell your pets are getting old. I had to deal with that with Luna. Seraphim, I believe, are the stereotypical angels with wings and such, but most other angels look like scary final bosses from JRPGs, at least according to some Bible passages. Yeah, that sounds right. Silent Hill fandom can be a bit gatekeepy from what I've noticed. Have I noticed that in the Silent Hill community? I've dealt with that a little bit. Oh, gatekeeping is the act of trying to keep people out of a fandom. I don't know why I didn't think to describe it that way. Thank you, Sod. That is way more direct than how I was trying to explain it. Along the lines of, you can't appreciate or enjoy X if you are not Y. Flash says, I love Indian food. I haven't had a good curry in a while. I've never really had proper Indian food. I have made vindaloo for us a couple times. Thanks to Red Dwarf, I was really curious about what it was like. You're explaining it very well. Linkara gets this from his email twerp who tells him he can't be a real Star Wars fan because he hasn't seen the Clone Wars. Oh, yeah. Yes, I did eventually get the bot. Sorry I didn't see him sooner. He'll be able to seem to take the hint. Hi, that one Zelda guy. You were excused? I'm not sure what you mean. Tend to stay away from communities. Yeah, I've had issues with the Silent Hill community. Also, My Little Pony community. Anytime something becomes really big, fans become awful. Good example would be, oh, you like Silent Hill? Name every monster for gatekeepery. Yeah. The amount of times I've seen someone who's been leveling criticism at Silent Hill 2 be told they don't get it. Yeah, there's a lot of anime gatekeepers, yeah, who insist you can't be a fan if you watch it dubbed. In dubbed form rather than subbed form. Oh yeah, I got some of that when Lee and I did our top 10 anime openings and endings list ages ago. It's not on YouTube anymore because of copyright. Alright, let me finish these fucking tail feathers. I don't know why I'm complaining. The tail feathers are actually the easy part. Do 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 do. Actually, that's all going to be completely dark, I think. Yeah, let's just make all of that dark. Oh, that's the wrong. I meant to get something fuzzy. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right, that's enough of that tune. Like I said, those Alien Crush tracks can go on for a while. Good music, but they were not meant to loop that many times. Well, technically they were in-game, but when you're playing... it depends, actually. Whoops. That's actually lighter than the one I was using. Whoops. Oh, that's okay now. These tail feathers are so big, I'm actually going to need to, whoa, what is that lighter than... Oh, I'm using the wrong color. These tail feathers are probably some of the biggest... Well, actually they aren't bigger than these feathers, but they've got more detail on them. Actually, I guess these are probably bigger, it's just part of them is covered. I don't know, whatever. Alright, okay, I just got a little more detail to put on these tail feathers and they'll be done. Do 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 do. I think I overdid that a little. Let me do away with some of that. I think I... Yeah, I've still got that bird book I was using, but it's in storage, so I don't exactly have access to it right now. I think I overdid it a little with the shading there. Feathers are flatter than that. That's a lot better. That needed to be a lot more subtle. I can do away with that too, completely, and the rest of that's okay. Okay, I think the tail feathers are done. Okay, let's see. Let me go back to a lighter color here and go back to... Actually, oh, that's right. I think I finished that bottom row of feathers. Oh, not quite. That's right, that's right. I need to add... I don't remember what color I was using. I guess that one? Okay. Need to add the shading from the... Oops, wrong thing. Need to add the shading from the feathers that the next layer of feathers are casting. And oh, what... 16? Was that the size I was using? I think that looks right. Yeah. Yeah, that didn't look right. Good enough, fuck it. Now I'm at the curved parts of the feathers. That's a little more difficult. Speaking of gatekeeping in Silent Hill, I did have one guy get really mad that I didn't beat Homecoming. He was like, if you haven't even played the whole game, your opinion is worthless. I'm like, I don't need to have played the entire game to talk about its story. It's not as if my video was about gameplay. We are up to the Echo soundtrack now. Granted, I don't know that that was necessarily gatekeeping per se, but just that whole discussion made me think of that. Oh boy. I really am going to spend this entire stream on just the wings, aren't I? God damn it. So yeah, the reason I haven't been streaming on weekends is because I was busy drawing this guy and getting him ready to stream. Get him ready to color so I could stream that. I think tonight I'm going to work on the next drawing that I'm going to do after this one. It couldn't hurt to get a start on it. Which is actually going to be this guy. He goes through a transformation before he looks like this. So I have to draw how he's going to look. Excuse me, in the very beginning of the comic. Alright, so now I have to... Excuse me, heartburn. What else is new? Now I gotta go back and erase. Whoops. Any shadows that are in the wrong spots. Oh, whoops. Some of that's already gray, and I should probably leave it alone, as long as it's not the wrong color or anything. Yeah, it's a little less sloppy in this area, so there's a little less to erase. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. Oh, God. Oh, I was hunched over a little too much. I shouldn't do that. Yes, Tara, I'm stretching. I don't even know where she is. I just heard murr from across the room. I guess maybe she's on the couch and I can't see her. All right. Oh. I'm suddenly really tired. I've been doing this for 1 hour and 12 minutes. Wow. And I've only gotten as far as the bottom row of feathers. Well, not quite. I think I will at least finish the wings before this stream is over. Oh my god, I'm so far behind on the chat. You guys got really, well, chatty. Good example would be like... Oh, yeah, I've already read that. Oh, he was excuse me when I sneezed or coughed. I mean, that makes sense. I didn't remember sneezing or coughing, so... It was probably something like that. Did you get any gatekeeping for your My Little Pony vlogs? No, not really. I hated that fandom for a whole different reason. Basically that they hate all of the episodes. There's a saying that goes, nobody hates Star Wars as much as Star Wars fans. I think that also applies to My Little Pony. Silent Hill games are fun. I would never play them at 9 p.m. though. Details are very nice. Haven't seen your drawing up close yet. Oh, thank you, Red Spade. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of zoomed out for a lot of this. I like the circular joints on his knees and elbows. He really emphasizes his robotic nature. Thank you. Oh, hi, Razorvine. I don't know if I should look this up and show you guys or not. The general design of his body, I kind of stole from a Boris Vallejo painting. See if I can find it. It's called Chrome Robot. Let's see if I can even find it. Oh, there it is. That one's got some photoshopping on it. That doesn't look right. Where's a good... Oh, that's not even a Boris painting. He's done more than one version of it? That's weird. You guys can't even see what I'm looking at. Let's see. How's that one? That's pretty good. Well, it looks like I'm not the only person to rip off Boris's Chrome Robot painting, because at least I haven't copied the entire painting and just changed it slightly or whatever. Interesting. Sorry, let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm looking at if I'm going to take a while. So... some non-Boris paintings of Chrome Robots. What the fuck? Oh, that's gonna get me in trouble. I own this book, actually. It's a good book. Fantasy Art Techniques. God, that doesn't look quite right. I think it's got his signature on it. I guess he redid it at some point. This looks more like it, but it's not very good. That looks really bad. Oh, I see why it is. It's because it's one of those, what do you call them? One of those, like, metallic cards. Where's a good... I cannot find a good... Oh, there we go. That might be pretty good. Oh, I can't even... Oh, crap. How about that? I'm wasting so much time. That one's pretty close, but it looks washed out, and I don't think the background didn't look like that. What the fuck is a good example of this? That's that's a newer version, I think, maybe. Well, I can't find it. Well, there's a really cool painting of Jean Grey. Is that Boris? Boris Vallejo and Julie Bell did one. Oh, well, anyway, sorry you guys. I got all sidetracked there. I was trying to show you the original painting, but I can't find it. keep seeing ones that it looks like it's been edited or it looks like a redone version. Like, somebody else did this one, and they just... Oh, is that a 3D model? Okay, that's fair. What's that one? Oh, there it is! That's how it should look. Okay, so this is where I got a lot of the robotic details. I can't make it any bigger than that. Yeah, I got a lot of the robotic details from this, although I can kind of see how it's different than mine. Basically, when I initially designed this guy, I based it off of this, because this painting is in that Boris Vallejo book I have. And it's like, I only used this as a reference the very first time I drew him, and ever since then I've just been kind of doing my own thing. So, like, how can I... I don't know if you could see that very well. Yeah, the legs are totally different, actually. Mostly you can really see the similarities in the arms. And like where you can see little lines, I guess, the same kind of lines I put in here and here. Well, anyway, that was a that was a waste of time. Sorry about that. Let me bring this back up. Does that look good now? Yeah, okay. We are going to have to come to terms with the fact that we are very probably going to get an up-close shot of his crotch at some point. Well, at least he's, wearing a loincloth, so you're not going to see like a bulge or anything. Speaking of both music and Silent Hill, tracks like Small Sanctuary and A Breeze in Monochrome Night are some of my favorites. Those sound familiar, I don't remember which ones those are. Most pleasant fandom I'm in is the roller coaster tycoon fandom. That's cool. Probably because there's no ships to get worked up over or deep lore to get heated debates about. You just build epic parks. Yeah, I could see that. I can imagine that. I know there have been nice fandoms that I've been a part of. I think the My Little Pony fandom seemed really nice to me until I started making videos. Videos about it, rather. And it's not that they were mean to me, it's just they came across like they hated the fucking show, and every time I'd put up a video about an episode, they're like, this episode sucks! I'm like, Jesus. Why even watch the damn show if you hate every episode? I was playing Resident Evil 4 and I was fighting a chainsaw enemy and Massey was growling at him for hurting me. Oh, that's too funny. Bowser's Castle theme? I'm not sure what tune you're talking about, but no, that's not on my list. It's probably one of the Alien Crush tunes. Well, I could have been up to Echo by then. I'm not sure exactly. Sorry, that's the problem with me going back to the chat later. I don't always know what thing people are commenting on. You really do know how to use shadowing effectively. It already puts the tail feathers in the further back layer. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think so too. The Sonic movie fandom currently has nowhere near the drama that the main Sonic fandom has. Oh, that's good. Probably because there's no ships yet. Well, besides Tom and Maddie and Robotnik and Stone. Yeah, Robotnik and Stone went from subtext to just plain text in the sequel. That was fun. Oh no, my crystal light's all gone. Speaking of which, Hershey, the first trailer for Resident Evil 4 Remake dropped the other day. I'm already intrigued. Oh yeah, I saw that. I mean, I see Robotnik / Stone is the closest we'll get to a Wario / Waluigi. Luckily, I usually find myself in the nice parts of the fandoms I'm in. The less said overall about Sonic shipping, the better, really. The movie DVD won't be released until released until August. Ooh, let me see what that is. That might be about my Walmart order. Sorry, I keep getting distracted, you guys. Oh, substitutions. Okay. Let me check my substitutions. Sorry. Oh, one brand of bacon for another brand of bacon. Yeah, I can approve that. Same thing with the cat food. I don't know if I like that broccoli substitution, but I'll go with it. And that's it. Okay. Scintillating stuff here, huh? Okay, where was I? Rachel / Randall. How did I forget those two? They were the subplot of Sonic Movie 2. Oh, I know who you're... Oh, you must be talking about the sister and her... The sister and the husband, or husband-to-be. I always thought the meme of Google your first name plus the hedgehog was cute. I don't think I've seen that one. Your buff angel would fit well in a Final Fantasy game. Thank you. Well, he does have some anime inspiration. Honestly, his face is almost the same as Voltron's. And his headdress is a little bit like the sorceress from He-Man. I actually liked Rachel's part in the second film. She actually got to be badass. Oh yeah, you guys are talking about the sister. I always forget her name, but I love her. I think the funniest argument online is what Ralph from The Simpsons meant when he said, "Sleep, that's where I'm a Viking." Really? I assumed he was talking about dreaming. How else do people see that? Trey the Hedgehog is one of the cuter ones. My mom's been watching SWAT lately, and I've made sure she knows that Shermar Moore was in Sonic Movie 2. Ah, the echo tracks are here. Please don't mention live-action remake Senior Sticks. Or Senior Sticks. Oh god, yeah, he got really weird about that. Well, not really weird, that sounds mean, but like, he got very... He's very passionate in his desire for a live-action Echo movie. Did you see Ugly Sonic in the new Chip 'n Dale movie? No, I wish I hadn't been spoiled on that, though. Don't worry, you didn't spoil me. I was spoiled already. Have not seen the Chip 'n Dale movie yet. I wasn't gonna watch it, but Lee wanted to watch it, and it got really good reviews, so... Oh, fuck, more bots! God damn it. Oh, they're already hidden? I guess I got them earlier. And that made me lose my place. Fuck. I am so far behind on this fucking chat. What the hell? There we go. I think I'm about... There we go. The Echo the Dolphin thing. Ugly Sonic. There we are. It's an argument that's been going on for like 14 years. The Real Gems did a video about it. Really? What are people arguing about? You probably maybe explained it later and I just haven't gotten that far yet. The Silent Hill 2 thing. I've seen a reviewer being told, if you weren't alive back when this game came out, your opinion is invalid. Oh my god, I can't stand that. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I guess technically the scenes with the humans in Sonic 2 didn't really need to be there, but I thought they were fun. Granted, the movie was really long, and yeah, I don't know. Did they slow down the pacing? I didn't feel like they did, but whatever. To each their own, I guess. I actually beat I Have No Mouth, finally, never playing it again. It's a good one. I feel the gatekeeping with the Silent Hill series has started to fall away due to the resurgence in popularity in the last 2 or 3 years. Yeah, the Red Dwarf gatekeepers you have had to deal with annoy me, particularly as you've been mostly praising the show. I know, I don't know what their deal is. And they're always saying, like, you don't get this show. And I'm like, okay, how? How don't I get it? They never specify. It's always, you don't understand this. I'm like, whatever. If you guys haven't seen very many of those comments, it's because I usually delete them. I delete and block whenever I get that kind of comment. With all the hype Silent Hill 2 gets, I was honestly a bit disappointed by it. It's a great game, don't get me wrong, but it never scared me like the first and third games did. Nah. Gatekeepers should stay behind their gate. Yeah. The game's hidden meanings and such are explored in long-form videos these days, and because of that, the series at large is much more accessible than it once was. Yeah, that's true. I just wish the gatekeepers would sod off and let everyone enjoy things the way they want to. Yeah. Agreed. Now I'm up to the point where I stretched and Tara reacted. Excuse me again. Tara's worried about you. I don't know if that's what it is, but she always reacts whenever I stretch. It's funny. This stream has been brought to you by Dina's Coke shirt. I wasn't aware that you could see that, but yes, I am indeed wearing my Coke shirt. That's one of my favorite shirts, actually. That's how we can tell you haven't mirrored your camera. We can read your Coke shirt. Oh, yeah. That's right. The first time I wore it, the camera was mirrored. Yeah, I would be mirroring my camera if I remembered how. I forgot how to do it. When I looked at Falcor's muscles, I was reminded a little of that old Mega Drive game, Rise of the Robots. I don't think I know that one. Now I'm up to the point where I was showing you guys the Boris Vallejo picture. Sort of reminds me of Iceman from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Really? I wonder if Boris painted the same scene a second later when he fell off that glass ball. And Dina gives us a sneak peek of her desktop. How generous. Oops. I forgot about that. Or I didn't notice, I guess. Wasn't a waste of time. It's quite interesting to see your inspirations. Well, that's cool. Dina's secrets. Most fandoms have a dark side to them somewhere, that's true. Maybe hate watching is a thing, like hate reading, hate sharing articles, yeah. Also a reason why I'm not really a fan of rage reviewers, yeah. Now I'm up to where all the bots were. It's the Archie comics are what really started the Sonic shipping drama. Sally Acorn and all, yeah. Damn it, my throat's hurting from reading all these things out loud. Most of the fandom just watched the wars, baffled, and collectively thought, what the fuck are you even doing? Live action Echo movie, you say? Rachel was very much rescued from the scrappy heap thanks to her being kinder and more badass, not to mention her hatred of Tom being more downplayed. That's true. Yeah, she also became a little bit more sympathetic. I wonder if you can just block the bot's name. I'm not sure how that works. I can hide them from the channel and report them for spamming, and that's about it. Now, I know what you mean. Styx is a really nice guy, but he has a very odd habit of going off on strange tangents and just going along with them. Yeah, he is fun, though. Yeah, I agree. Slow down in a Sonic movie? People are arguing that either Ralph is a Viking in his dreams or he conquers his dreams like a Viking, i.e. he's good at sleep. See, I don't think Ralph would say anything that, like, that sounds too poetic for him. I think he literally means he's literally a Viking, as in he dreams that he's a Viking. That's a weird thing to argue about. People are giving Ralph too much credit by thinking he's saying he's a metaphorical Viking. Okay, Hershey, thanks for stopping by, even though you're long gone by now. Well, I'm actually almost caught up. I liked the human scenes as well. I liked the bit with Tom's friend attempting to interrogate Stone. I'll ask you one more time, what would you like on your bagel? It helps that, unlike every other animated character in live-action movie, the humans were actually fun and had relevance. Tom and Maddie are a lot more popular than some people would make you think. That's cool. Oh, you saw my shirt when I stretched. That makes sense. You understand, Dina, the ponies are little and mine. What's the purpose of mirroring your camera? I'm genuinely curious. It's so that I'm facing the right way, so that, like, if I'm working on something that's to my right by your guys' perspective, I'm not, oh, see, I'm doing it wrong. I'm not looking over here while I'm working on that thing, you know? It's just a thing to make it look better. Well, Dina knows that all too well, glances at cupcakes. Well, I don't think that's what they meant, but yeah. Cupcakes definitely comes from a darker part of the fandom. Just not in the way that we were talking about. Yeah, that was what annoyed me about Rachel in the first film. She was always insisting that Maddie divorced Tom, but never explained why she hates him. Yeah, that's a good point. I imagine it's probably just a nobody is good enough for my sister kind of thing. Me fail English? That's impossible. Yep, and that argument has been going on for 14 years, still ongoing. What the fuck? Ralph is not smart enough to talk. Never mind, I already said what I thought. That's bonkers. I'll just leave it at that. Also, I guess Knuckles is technically British now. Well, he didn't do an accent, though, so... I mean, Idris Elba voiced him with an American accent, so... At least I don't recall him sounding British. Yeah, he made a good Knuckles. I like the idea of a British Knuckles. I used to think it was something to do with him being a policeman. Oh yeah, that could be it, too. British Knuckle sounds like a vaguely suggestive slang. Give her the old British knuckle. God. I hate myself for saying that. Alright, next row of feathers. Let's just see how far I can get here. I might be able to finish, I don't know. There we go. I'm trying to get Winamp to scroll. I'm trying to look at my Winamp here. I've got some Shatterhand music coming up, but all the tracks are really short, so I don't know. This one's almost done anyway. I was thinking of skipping past this this track I'm on, but... Whoops. Probably not the end of the world if I don't get this perfect, because all of these little stripes on the feathers are gonna detract from that, from any mistakes I might make. As long as I don't go over the lines. Yeah, that feather goes in front of that one. Interesting. They kind of switch which way they're overlapping at a point. That's interesting. I need to learn more about birds if I'm going to have characters with wings. Okay. Actually, I think I could just... I messed up there. There we go. Back to this now. I think I'll just finish up this side. Oops, that got lighter. Okay. Now I can switch to the darker. I think that's more than I needed. Yeah, that works, I guess. Okay. Now I get to do this one. I guess I'll look at the chat really quick. Oh my god, what the fuck? How many of these fucking things am I gonna have to report today? They're already hidden, but their comments are still coming up. What? I'm confused. What's going on here? Put user in timeout? I don't know. Knuckles had an accent, though you can always argue that that's how they speak on his planet. That's true. Beware of my British Knuckles. My Nana kept comparing movie Knuckles to Drax. Oh yeah, I could see that comparison. I think I did too, actually. I mean, I had that thought at least. How does Sheba beat Falcor? Give him the old British Knuckles. Give him the old British Knuckle is the new put in some elbow grease. That's different than what I was thinking, but I prefer that one. In one fanfic I read, Sonic gets sick and Knuckles thinks he's officially dying, and the consistent running thread is his obsession with grapes. Excuse me. British Knuckles really needs to be the name of a berserk technique in Panzer Dragoon Saga. I don't know about that. Oh, and also Knuckles takes ice cream very seriously. Said by Idris Elba, and the fandom ran away with it. This turned into making euphemisms for British Knuckles. Since birds are just evolved dinos, are you going to have any cyber dinos in the universe? I do have, oh boy, do I want to go into all these details. Oh, let me, hang on, it refreshed. Let me get back to where I was. There it is. Okay, so all of my cat characters in this series, they're all shapeshifters, right? The Cybercats, the good guys, they have like a bipedal form and a quadrupedal form, where they just, you know, the bipedal form is like anthropomorphic cat, and the quadrupedal form, they just look like a big cat. With the Technocats, or the bad guys, the race that this guy created, they can also turn into birds. And one of them actually does turn into an Archaeopteryx. Her cat form is a cheetah. So there you go. I imagine there are going to be a few comments with the word British Knuckles in them for a while. It will be up there along with D-Nation, Rita Tickle, and Get in the Van! Is Lee deleting these bots? It's possible. He could be lurking. Give the bots the old British Knuckle. Oh, hi, George. What the hell? I see bot, yeah. Bot's been British knuckling the chat through the stream. God damn it. These bots apparently think we really need to have sex. I really much love the details you put into this artwork. Thank you, George. These bots are incels. Want to use my actual knuckles on the inventor of bots. Same. Knuckle dusters would also work well against these bots. What is it about this stream that the bots are suddenly swarming? I have no idea, but it seems to, like we were saying earlier, it seems to be more likely to happen in art streams. That explains Dean and her ability to turn into a dragon. What? Oh, Diana, sorry. I'm like, I turn into a dragon? What? I must be missing a joke here. Yeah, Diana is different in that she can turn into anything, basically. So she is, yeah, she is unique in that aspect, that she can turn into anything, but yeah. You might want to enable slow chat. It sets a limit to how fast someone can post messages. Oh, that's a good point. I hate to do it, but... I might consider doing that. Thanks for more lore explanation. No problem, Ashtray. Also, I wonder how the chair from Silent Hill Downpour is doing in The Sleeping Dog. Get in the Van lives in my head rent-free. Man, I love Alien Nation, but that one episode was actually kind of like so bad it was hilarious. It's the only episode I can think of that was like that. There isn't a whole lot in Alien Nation that I like that I like ironically. My love of Alien Nation is generally unironic. Am I making sense? I feel like my brain is dying. The words coming out of my mouth don't make any sense. Okay. There's the Shatterhand music. I love this game's soundtrack. I haven't played it in ages, but I love the soundtrack. Actually, one of my favorite NES games. And the last NES game I got, I believe. I used to use this music in vlog posts before before Undertale came along. Not vlog posts, but vlogs. God. I think I'm getting a little punchy. Staring at all these fucking feathers too much. Here's where the feathers overlap in a different way. That's really interesting. Oh. Off topic, but we've been going back and watching Static Shock. Does anybody remember that show? No, I wonder what Dina the Dragon would look like. I have no idea. I think slow chat would affect us all, though. Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it. I guess if I have to, I can. There are databases that contain who streams regularly and the people who make these bot programs. Who make these bot programs them... The people who make these bots program them with these databases and they spam whatever spam at those streamers in those databases. Yeah, as a viewer, slow chat is annoying, but on the flip side, bots can't post more than one message every few seconds. Yeah. I watch the Panzer Dragoon streams for Dragon Dina. Get to the van. And combine those two memes. At least this is what I've been told. I'm no expert on any of this. Yeah, I don't understand how any of it works. Give him a bit of the old British knuckles right up in the gob hole. God damn it. So Dina, you want to tell us about your ability to turn into a dragon that you've been hiding from us? I wish. Oh, Undertale! You know what? That's a fandom that, although I've been told that it's not great, but I don't think I've had any issues personally with the Undertale fandom. Speaking of gatekeeping fandoms, their treatment of Let's Players such as Markiplier. I've heard about that, but I've never really witnessed it. You could have made it easier on yourself and just given him bat wings. Yeah. Well, that wouldn't work, though. Ah, Sod remembers Static Shock. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it at first, but it had to kind of... It had to grow a little bit. Like, the very first season, there wasn't, like, a lot going on. It was very kind of cookie-cutter, you know. Bad guys show up, and they're always assholes, and good guy has to defeat the bad guys, but... It really picked up in the episode where, like, Virgil met Richie's dad, and it turned out Richie's dad was racist. I was like, okay, finally. We're getting into some interesting stuff now. The show is still pretty upbeat for the most part, but every once in a while they'll actually have like a sympathetic villain who's really interesting, and those are the episodes I like. Okay. I need a darker color here. Okay, that basically did it. Now let me go. Delete any shaded parts that don't need to be there. Oh crap, it's nearly 5. Damn it. Don't think I'm gonna finish the wings by 5, but... I do a little bit of overtime on this, but my Walmart order is going to be getting here soon. I want it to be done with the stream by then. So I'm not sure. I guess I'll keep going until they give me the alert that my order is on the way, and I'll see how much time I have. I saw a Seth MacFarlane interview recently where he admitted Ted was hugely inspired by Alien Nation. Ted? In that world, has long accepted a talking teddy bear, and he's just a regular person now. Oh, Ted. Okay, yeah, I know what you mean. That's interesting. Inspired by Alien Nation. Never heard of Static Shock? It was part of the DCAU. The DC animated universe, and he crossed over with Batman at some point, and the Justice League. Well, they were on his show. He wasn't really... he was on an episode of Justice League Unlimited. There was a future version of him. Name sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Never got into the Undertale craze. I missed out on it. Oh man, I love Undertale. Didn't Static show up as an older version of himself as in an episode of the Justice League Unlimited? Yeah, which was set in the future of Batman Beyond. Yeah. I like the idea that they can all transform into animal versions of themselves. Yeah. I don't know if there's very much I can do with it, but I like the concept. And in My Little Pony, there's a Canterlot wedding. The amount of fanfics that are about fixing that scene where everyone gets mad at Twilight. I don't know that needs to be fixed. I think it was justified. Oh, thank you, Red Spade. They said good luck with everything. Thank you, I appreciate it. Where was I? Mare Duel I can get, but a Canterlot wedding, really? Yeah, that's silly. My Little Pony fans think that characters shouldn't ever get mad at other characters. It's kind of stupid. At least they act that way. But yeah, Mare Duel was a bad episode, and I can see wanting to fix that one. Nearly time for me to get out of bed. Actually, I could have done that an hour ago. I just didn't want to hear that. That was me this morning. Oh, you had to take a break from work for mental health reasons. That's a bummer. I hope you're getting better. Hope that break is helping. Oh, disability. Yeah, I hear disability doesn't pay very much. Why not? My temporary disability was peanuts, basically. Am I guessing right that static's power has something to do with electricity? Yep. I'll put a shot to your system. I love that he was saying that so much that Richie basically told him to stop making fetch happen. That was so funny. Because I was kind of rolling my eyes at that catchphrase, too. I was really surprised to learn that when I first got back to watching the show that Static is voiced by Phil Lamar. I did not recognize him. I guess I didn't realize he could get his voice up that high. I'm used to him voicing deeper voiced characters like Green Lantern. I keep getting a picture of a Street Fighter 2 character pulling off a super move along with the shouted phrase, British Knuckles! I know Static's pain. I've been trying to make the phrase hot figgins a thing for years. What the fuck is that? Sounds like something that Captain Planet would say. I guess I'm continuing to work on this. It's nearly 5, but I haven't yet gotten the... message that Walmart's about to deliver my groceries, so I guess I'll keep going until the delivery gets here, unless I finish before then, of course. Oh, I'm getting burned out, but you know what? The sooner I finish this, the sooner I won't ever have to fucking touch it again. So yeah, about this guy, I was starting to talk about earlier how I was planning to draw his previous form as well, and maybe color that in a future stream. He didn't always have the bird parts. He's basically... So, here's the thing. Cybercats takes place on Earth's very distant future. Oh no, the music ended. Cybercats takes place on Earth's very distant future, and Falcor actually evolved from humans. His race evolved from humans, I guess I should say. But he somehow infused himself with bird, I don't know, DNA, something. I don't know how to explain. I figured maybe I think it's one of those origin stories that's somewhat best left unexplained, because if I try to come up with scientific reasons for it, it's probably not gonna... Like, it's never gonna be... It's not the kind of thing that really needs an exact explanation. I hope I'm making sense. Because I used to be like, oh, he injected himself with bird DNA. And then I told that to a friend of mine who is a little smarter than me and knows a little more about science. And he's like, that sounds like something out of a dumb B movie. So I was like, well, okay. He became the writer, and he ended up just not really coming up with an exact explanation of what it is he did to himself. He just locks himself away for a bit, and when he comes back out, he's got wings. Fuck, that's not working. So yeah, before his transformation, he wasn't as tall and not as buff. And of course, he didn't have wings. So I'm going to have to draw that too, because that's how he first appears in the comic. And then when he looks like this is when he's revealed at the very end of it. Spoilers. Do I need shading there? It doesn't look like I added shading to the other thing. So I don't know. I guess I ought to have some, maybe a little. I'm not sure how much these feathers are going to overlap these feathers, if they would cast shadows on them or not, but I guess they would. Whatever. Okay, I think that wing's done, at least for now. I might go back and add some more, like, general shading to it, but the individual feathers are done being shaded. Oh, looking at this makes me tired. The My Little Pony fandom is beautifully demonstrated in the episode Fame and Misfortune. Rarity haters. Fluttershy never grows fans in the Twilight becoming a spoiler drama, and personally I love it. Fame and Misfortune. Oh, is that the one where they, like, Twilight wrote a book about them all? And it kind of ended up being sort of a parody of the fan base? I'm skipping over the Street Fighter 2 talk a little bit. You were making a game about the Cybercat universe, right? No, I was working on a 3D model of a Cybercat to maybe use in a VR chat. I like the idea in theory of a Cybercats MMO. There was a game that Lee used to play called Guns with a Z. But it was just kind of an open world and you could create your character, and something like that for Cybercats might be cool, but I don't think I have it in me to make it. It would work better as like a side thing to help promote the comic book or something, if I were to ever get to that point. Science schmience, it's your world and we can just accept what you think is best. That reminds me of Gremlins 2, where they swallow genetic material and it changes them in various ways. Yeah, it is a little like that. Hence why I don't say that anymore, that he injected himself with bird DNA. It's more... yeah. Well, that's my question for the upcoming podcast partially answered. Oh, yeah. Not gonna lie, part of me wanted to see Sodom and Gomorrah in the last Marvel vs. Capcom game. Oh, you're still talking about Street Fighter. Ba-ba-ba-ba. My random crossover that my brain came up with for some reason is Hell's Kitchen, with the red team being Mario characters and the blue team being Sonic. That'd be cute. I hope I don't make any dumb mistakes, because I'm kind of forcing myself to work on this longer than I probably should. I should probably stop, but I really want to get these damn feathers done. Ah, there we go. Let's see. Oh, my Walmart delivery has not arrived. They always say that when the person's in the general neighborhood. Let me see how close they are. Yeah, they're not even letting me track the person yet, so I don't think they're that far along. It says on the way, but it's not letting me track them yet, so... Usually when they tell me the order's going to get here between 5 and 6, it gets here at like 5:15 or so. So, ooh, excuse me. It's getting kind of close to 5:15, but we're not quite there yet. Some of these feathers could maybe be a little detailed. I don't know, though. I don't know that they need it. I feel like my computer's slowing down a bit. Maybe it's my imagination. Yeah, it seems like it's lagging a little. Good thing I'm almost done. I suppose what I could do as a last resort is when my groceries get here, I'll bring them all in and refrigerate any that, put any in the fridge that absolutely have to go in there. And then I can wrap up the stream. Fuck, there they are. God damn it. Sorry you guys, I'll be right back. Here, let me play some music. We'll start with the... Start with Abadoc's music. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry. Cat litter is heavy. Okay, sorry everybody. Oh, Leah's checking the... Leah's going after the bots for me. Alright. Whew. Sorry about that, everybody. I needed to put some certain groceries I didn't feel like I should leave out, and then I had to go to the bathroom. I forgot that with these 2-hour streams, I usually take a bathroom break in the middle. Oh, my phone notification. Yeah, that's also from Undertale. Alright, let me finish these fucking feathers. And then I will, get caught up on the chat. Where did I leave off exactly? I was kind of doing both of these rows at the same time. Okay, yeah, I did that. Ah. Okay, I need the darker color now. I am almost finished. I'm probably going to have to go back and add maybe a little more shading or tweak things, but I will do that next week after I've... Come on! Why aren't you moving? What's happening here? It doesn't want to... Oh god, it's locking up. Not locking up per se, but it's lagging. Damn it. Yeah, because some of this shading is not, it's looking a little too stark, so I'm going to need to add some overall shading to it to make everything work together, if that makes any sense. Okay. Am I done? Yep, I'm done for now. I'm not done completely with the wings, but I'm done for now. God damn it. Zoom out! My computer's really chugging right now. Okay. Okay, wings are, like I said, basically done. I'm going to add a little more shading to them. I will do that next week. I kind of need to stop looking at these wings for a while and get back to it. So let me get caught up on the chat and then I will wrap up. I'm about to be invaded by Walmart. I like to think that everything in Dina's house meows. It's not too far from the truth, really. Unrelated, I watched the original Rear Window for the first time in decades last night. It's a much lighter film than I remembered, even though the climax was still intense. Oh yeah, I watched Rear Window for the first time a few years ago. That climax was actually pretty scary. But yeah, it's surprisingly like, I don't know if I want to say goofy, but yeah, it's lighter than you would expect, I'll just say that. Makes me think of some people I know in real life. They'll always say they're on the way even when they clearly haven't even left. What if when the streams aren't playing, Dina and Lee only speak to each other in meows? I mean, that's also not far from the truth. We do have a weird habit of meowing at each other. You're never gonna hear us do it, but... That reminds me of one time where I saw a still of Dina on her sofa and she's surrounded by all these cute plushies of cats and whatnot, and there's this little Freddy Krueger in the middle of it all. Oh yeah, that was... I know which video that probably was, or I know the sort of video that was. It's probably one of my top 10 lists. I think I used to always do those from the couch. Currently cat sitting for a friend, and that's all I'm doing is meow, 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 no human words. I reckon if I scroll through Deviantart enough, I'll find some of that Henry Townsend fan art. Oh yeah, that's in there. Intermission while Dina gets her shopping in. That's what you need, an intermission card. Yeah, that's a good point. We talk to Odie and barks like that sometimes. He actually will talk back to you so that it's so cute. Yeah, I do that with my cats. I'm picturing the Holy Grail intermission screen for some reason. Bots are taking advantage of the lull. Yeah, they sure did. Yeah, they came back when I wasn't around. I snuck in. But it's cheaper than Tinder. I can hear Dina struggling. Our cat litter tray's really that heavy. No, it was the big, like, you know, container of cat litter that you buy at the store. Those are heavy. I was being funny. I figured you guys would hear me saying that. I get it. It's Walmart posting these bots. It's suddenly very clear. Oh, hi, Big Buddha. I think you showed up while I was putting my groceries away. Yes, cat litter is heavy. The Fando's the bot killer. What fandoms do you and Lee share a mutual love for? Well, we both were really into Breaking Bad. And now we're watching Better Call Saul together, so... I can't think of too many fandoms that we both... Well, we both really loved Undertale, that's for sure. And we both... I don't know if Lee would want... I don't think he'll care. He also was kind of into My Little Pony for a while. Not as much as I was. We're not really into a lot of the same stuff. I don't think. First he beat up the president of Molossia, and now he's slaying bots. Lee was a dragon once? What? Legend has it that Lee is just a series of still images. That chest hair looks like a pelt. It kind of does. It's supposed to be feathers. Not like you can really tell, but... Oh, here, I'll unhide all the layers so you guys can get an idea of what the final colors will look like. We obviously need a lot of shading and highlighting and stuff. Actually, I'm going to hide those. That doesn't look that good. I'm sure a lot of people know a guy named Lee. It's not that uncommon. Really does give the impression that Falcor is a separate cutout being held up an inch or so above the wings on a separate piece of paper. Oh, because only the wings are shaded. I see what you mean. Actual Lee. You know what's funny to me was when Linkara did his actual Lee routine, he kind of looks like Lee to me. He's wearing the same kind of glasses and his hair is the same. Took a while, but we've reached the rage part of the stream. I still love the running joke of Lee becoming three-dimensional, just wondering about being able to touch things. Yeah, that was fun. What flavor is that mouth spray? Cherry, I think. It's red. Yeah, it's cherry flavor. I mean, I've scrolled through DeviantArt and found My Little Pony and /Bueno Excelente fan art. I don't know what that is. I still love the fan art of Edge and Payet at Juba's bar. Oh yeah. I did that all in watercolor. That was during my watercolor phase. Edge looks ill because he doesn't like the illuminating drink, and Payet just seems to be thinking you lightweight. Yeah, I don't know if that's very in character for Payet. I can't imagine him going to a bar, but oh well. Lee the brony. When you were both playing Final Fantasy VII, he used a dragon for his avatar at one point. Oh yeah, you've watched that more recently than I have. We do both love Final Fantasy VII, that's one. Oh, you like the colors? Thanks, Flash. I like this black and white look, but the colorized version is going to be good. Yeah, thank you. I like to... Lee and Kara. I like to make it so that it looks good in both in black and white and color. Looking forward to see how this will ultimately turn out. Thank you. I'm looking forward to being done with it already. Okay. So time to wrap up. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Holy crap, I'm going a whole half hour overtime here. And all I colored was the damn wings and the tail feathers. Okay, so, I forgot I still had that open. There's the original old one I did that I don't like anymore. My Little Pony / Sonic is really popular for some reason. I can see that. They're both really colorful with cute animal characters. They kind of just work together, yeah. Also watching Rainbow get jealous of everyone calling Sonic the fastest thing alive is always fun. Yeah, I can imagine. Payet doesn't like the Holy District. He tends to hang around the Liberal District. I can imagine him trying the bar once, maybe. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see him going there once. I can't imagine him being a regular, though. He's not social enough for that. That was a fun stream, thank you. Yeah, we miss you too, Ashtray. Time for coffee. George and his coffee. Been there, done that. I still drink coffee, but I try to drink decaf most of the time. Once I got a job, I kind of started drinking coffee again. Anyway, yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. I should be back playing Panzer Dragoon Saga on Monday. Nice to see an art project develop. Thank you. I appreciate that you guys like seeing my art. So yeah, let me finish up here. Where am I? There I am. Okay. I mean, if the Genesis games make anything clear, Robotnik is the fastest thing alive. He outruns Sonic on foot in all the games. That's a good point. Yeah, Kitor tends to spend a lot more time at the bar, but he's older than Payet. That's true. Fresh beans that I'm enjoying. Oh, you mean coffee beans. I don't bother grinding beans or anything. I'm not that into coffee. Okay, everybody's saying goodnight, so it's definitely time to wrap up. Yeah, have a good rest of the weekend, everybody. Like I said, I should be back Monday. Thanks for joining me. Bye.